Hey, what up there, you squiddies? Here I am again. We got Mr. Gotts, Jacob Gotts, Gotts Chalk. And
Just
we
God's
got,
fine.
yeah, I know, but make it a little bit formal. And then we got Colin from
What up?
Trash Panda. They're both from
Oh
Trash Panda.
shit, Trash Panda.
Yeah.
We finished rolling this joint.
So Trash Panda podcast, which we had these two on way before, with also another person, which he's incognito, I guess. Or
Oh, that was a long ass time ago.
yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't really got to see whatever else fucking on. And sorry for my yawning, folks, because this is what happened. We're just talking about overnights, that I work overnights. These lovely gentlemen work overnights or still do, you never know.
Oh,
Uh,
we worked overnights. I don't work overnights anymore.
oh,
Thank
okay. Yeah.
fucking God. I'd be dead.
I mean,
I would never
honestly,
sleep. I never
uh,
went. Oh,
I can sleep. It's just that we could, I did mornings, once before, and
mm,
I just don't like the fact that, and I don't say this for everybody. I mean, we could, to each his own. That if you work like mornings, that's fine. Me, I just don't like it because you got big bosses, and they're always on top of you, like in the morning, and they're walking around. You can't really do what you want to do, or you get the work done on overnights. Don't get me wrong, but it's like less
You're more
stress.
independent. You're more at
Yeah,
home.
yeah, exactly. You can just do what you want to do, and then, or I mean, do what has to get done, and you don't get the
yeah.
stress.
I think our shit was more like we just got shit done and then we just fucked around the entire time.
That
Mm,
too.
So,
I mean, you do the same thing. It's that's why I was like, oh shit, all right, cool. Blah blah blah. But then I don't know if you guys ever got this, but when I get out of work and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go and get coffee like I usually do. And I'll sit there, look at my phone, whatever. I'll just pull my shit out. I'm like, okay, no problem. And then like 2 seconds into the whole thing, I'm looking at my phone and like, and then you're just like fucking passed out.
I used to sleep all the time when I worked overnights, bro.
No, no,
All
I'm
the
talking about like
time.
when you're
All
just
the
like
time.
awake.
We
Yeah,
had
like
one
when you're just
coworker.
awake.
We had a coworker sprawled out on a fucking
Yeah,
conference.
dude. We had a coworker that would just sleep in the fucking like between the aisles of where the chairs were and in the fucking conference room. JD, our old co-host, he's coming on like every month now, but like he used to go in the conference room and sleep in on his lunch breaks. Like,
I mean, he had a pillow and a blanket and everything.
yeah, he had a pillow and a blanket, and he would go in there and he would sleep on the floor or on the table. It depended on the day.
Yeah, that's what we usually we had that too. Because like some people were like tired or they'll be like sleeping somewhere and they're like, hey, where's so and so? And it's like, I don't know. I think he's around here somewhere. And then the guy would be like, "I," start screaming for him. Doesn't use a PA system. Just fucking screams and he echoes throughout the fucking warehouse. It's like, ah, ah,
So you do
but
where you do overnight warehouse?
yeah,
Dude, I bet that's
I've been doing that
wild.
shit. I've been doing that
Yeah,
shit for like 20 years, and
bro.
that's funny because I didn't know what a fucking career was like back in the day.
Right.
Career to me was like you're either working as a like a businessman, or you're working as a like a comic strip fucking editor or something like that. You do a career like for a long amount of time. And I was working in Pennsylvania, and then uh sad story that we call it after my wife passed away, blah blah blah. I moved back to Long Island, and yeah, moved back to Long Island, and then we just then I was trying to find a real job instead of going like that temp agency fucking shit, you know.
Hmm.
So long story short, you know, did the interview, and the guy was like, "So, tell me about your career." I'm like, "Career?" I was like, "I don't really have a career." worker. I'm like, you know, and he goes, well, looking at this resume, you know, you have like 20 years worth of, you know, of a career. And I'm like, oh, I didn't think of it that way. Because working a warehouse, I didn't figure that was like a major career thing, you know.
I bet overnight warehouse is wild. I bet you could write a movie about the
Oh my God.
bullshit.
Dude, we could have wrote a movie on what we did at RTG. I swear to God, we could write so many movies on all the shit that we did there. And oh my God, overnights at an IT place. I mean, shit. What are you gonna do? Sit there and watch Netflix all day? I
Although
mean,
you know what though, I'll tell you what, the position I'm in now, we were 5 times busier overnights at RTG than I am now.
really?
Nothing now.
Yeah, but you're doing a lot of show prep, so that's okay. Me, on the other hand, I'm
Doing
actually
your
doing
show
work.
prep.
Yeah, you're doing my show prep. Thanks, gods.
This guy, we're working on a project where we're gonna like talk about our favorite, most impactful, important songs. Like I told him to come up with a list of 500, and I would do the research for the songs. He gave me a list today of 111 songs, and half of them are the same songs on twice because he's so high all the goddamn time. It's just the same 50 songs put on there twice.
Gods, question. You're smart. If I pour isopropyl alcohol on a vape because it fell in a puddle outside,
I mean,
will I still be okay to use that vape?
Yeah, that's how I cleaned vapes when I was
See, he just told me that.
But couldn't I just put like red wine on it? Would red wine sanitize?
Red wine.
That's the only alcohol he has.
That's the whitest chick thing I've ever heard you say.
The
Can I
JT
I
drink-
literally just said if you had vodka, I would prefer it. But
JT
all he
drinks
had was
vodka.
There was no vodka.
I don't drink. What do you want from me?
I want to know,
isopropyl will
like,
evaporate. This is see how we
With
operate.
red
It's
wine.
chaos. It's chaos.
Puddle germs will not go. Puddle germs will get killed from red wine. Just use that, okay? If you or I will. Oh my God! Do you not know what I've put in my bottle for?
Thanks for not
Give me
spitting them
this.
out.
He's like, I'll sacrifice myself.
Does it taste like a puddle?
Oh, it tastes so like puddle. It's so good.
So
I
it's
could
still
taste.
the red wine.
I can
I
taste
still
the
do.
mud. No, there's no fucking water in here. Just chill out.
Tastes like poverty, bad decisions.
Taste the rainbow.
Bro, it tasted so good. It tastes like Skittles. That vape tastes like Skittles. If I wasn't smoking a joint right now, I would just smoke those constantly. I might have to change up my smoking, gots.
You are gonna have to change up your smoking.
We can't talk.
Yeah.
We can't talk.
I'm just saying you are.
I know,
now,
bro.
now I want to get.
I think
Skittles.
I probably should take a goddamn tolerance break. To be honest with you, I should probably take a day tolerance break.
But you're tolerance
One day.
man.
What?
You're tolerance man.
I am tolerance, man. I don't even feel high anymore, ever.
That's our local superhero, tolerance man. He just his superpower is he can just do a shit ton of drugs.
Just consumes drugs for you, so you don't OD. He's your best friend.
He is
I have
the
a
best friend.
one right here.
I'm just looking for something. Hey, also we call when I was doing overnights, or actually in this building that I work at now, we call it, the guys over there. They're like, listen, you know, this place is haunted. I'm like, really? I'm like, I
Oh.
like haunted shit. I'm like, all right, what up? And all of a sudden, he goes,
How much fucked up shit have you seen?
I haven't really seen shit, but I heard like some crazy shit, you know, because the guys were like, listen, if you sit here and like say on lunch and just don't say anything, and then we just go and then you hear like forklifts driving in the background when there's nobody else in the fucking building, you know, or somebody going, hey, 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 you know, because there was a guy in that building prior to like them having a business over there as it is, that somebody died in that one back area, and you can hear that like that person probably still working to this fucking day.
I saw
So,
TikTok literally yesterday. Somebody working in a warehouse, standing way up on a shelf, going, "Hey, fucking with some guy down on the floor," and he just straight goes, "Nah, I'm not doing this today."
Yeah, I saw that too. I think you sent me that,
no,
but
but,
that's hilarious.
no, but then there was a time where I'm like, it's like me and like my friend Abraham, we're talking like right across, and then the other guys are sitting, a little bit over here, right? And notice we call it, my boy Frankie has a new mask, so behind me.
That's terrifying. I don't like
Well, that's what. And this is my new studio, so I don't know if you've seen it from the last time because I was in the apartment. Now I got my own. Me and my girlfriend got our own house now, so
I was
now
too
I got
busy
my
going
own.
to the gas station to pay attention.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I need some.
Our studio looks like the flood of fucking 93 right now. That's what our fucking studio looks like.
Yeah, it
I
sucks.
I thought God's studio was the gas station area because we could that's where he was going to all the time. He's like, listen, I need some bang
Getting my
drink.
We
pink.
should ask Moto Mart if if we could record an episode of our podcast in the Moto Mart.
Like, we need
Yeah,
them pink. You know how much money you'd spend if you were high doing a podcast in Motomart? You spend $75 on junk food.
Yeah,
and people
right.
will
Do you
come
know
walking in.
people would love it? Do you know how
Pe-
much they would love our comedy in fucking in
pe-
Hillsboro and shit?
People will come walking in here.
Motos are people, gots. They are our people. Moto is our people, gots. Our people. What?
No.
That's right. When we did the handcuff thing, they loved us. Moto loved us. They loved it.
So
They're
everybody's like, wait, what the hell are you calling about a handcuff? No, folks, they were not arrested. They were.
Yeah, we were handcuffed 24 hours. It was pretty tight.
Well, I've been
I-
arrested.
No, JD has, but we can't talk about that. Gots, have you been arrested?
I have not.
No,
I
you?
I
I'm
got
an
arrested.
instigator.
I got arrested for DUI like many moons ago.
Oh shit.
I'm the instigator. I stand back and other people do the dumb
Well,
shit.
That's how I am sometimes.
Here's-
Most of the time.
Here's
Never
a funny
been
story.
arrested though.
Been
I
arrested?
tell you, here's a funny story about how I got arrested for DUI. Me and my friends would go out drinking, obviously, and we go and driving around. We go to the first bar, our favorite bar as it is, and then we went bar hopping after that. So at that time, I was like a lightweight. So whenever I have, I don't know, maybe if I had like 10 drinks or something like that, then I'm like, okay, I'm bombed as it is. And my friend's like, listen,
Damn,
give me
10
the keys.
drinks?
This is a lightweight.
That's a lightweight?
That was lightweight compared to like my
Are you
friends drinking.
Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
I was
Professional drinker.
right, dude. I'm a fucking alcoholic, and there is no way that I could take in my alcoholic prime 10 dome fucking whiskey and waters
And this
in a
is
period that I'm at one bar.
no, this is like a pitcher of fucking beer, like I was like a fucking Viking or something. Yeah.
Still though, man.
So,
Jesus Christ.
Friend of mine was like, those curly straws that you get from like Taco Bell or something, like in the
Yeah.
Halloween area, and they got the eyeball that's in the middle, like during the Halloween phase.
Yeah.
They hand me this. They're like, listen, you can't go walking around with this little fucking straw. Here, use the curly straw instead. And I'm walking around with this fucking eyeball in the middle, and then I would take the shit and just roll it down the bar. Yeah. And then all of a sudden people are like, what the fuck? They
See,
see like
what I would have done is I would have just put that straw in the pitcher of beer and walked around with the pitcher of beer, sucking
That's what I
the
mean.
beer
That's
through
what I
the
was doing.
straw.
That's what I was
Oh,
doing.
that's what you're doing?
Yeah.
God, I'm
So-
so high.
Because I had I had one of those small stir straws that was like drinking at it like that. And he goes, no, it looks fucking stupid. It's like, here's a big thing, and just walk around. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, anyway, so me and my friends, we go to that bar. We had like many drinks, and then we go to different ones. And he goes, like, listen, give me your keys. I'll drive. All right, fine. Boom, boom, boom. We go bar hopping back and forth. So it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. He's like, you know what? Let's go to fuck home. So he drove to his house, which is like real much near. Now I had to go from his house to mine, which is not really that bad, but I took the main road, which is like a big fucking no-no when you're, drinking and driving. You're not supposed to go on the big main road. You'll go on the back roads, but I was so fucking hammered that I didn't realize I was on the main fucking road. So, cop pulls me over for a broken taillight. Now, at this point, I'm like, all right, and I'm focused a little bit. And and the guy's like, what I pulled you over for? And I'm like, no, not really. I was like, what happened? And it's like a little bit raining and everything else. That's what I remember. And he goes, well, I pulled you over for a broken taillight. And he looks on my windshield, and there's like 8 parking tickets on my windshield. He goes, hey, do you know you have these on your windshield? And I'm like, holy shit, where did that come from?
So like that Simpsons episode where Homer has all the fucking tickets on his car.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? So in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's fucked up shit. And then on the outside, I'm like, wow, I didn't know that was there. And then I told him the situation, and thank God the guy was very. He wasn't one of those cops that were looking for a quota or just being an asshole. The guy was fucking cool. So at the time, I used to be a smoker, so I was smoking like a fiend. I was like, especially when I'm drinking. So I was like a chain smoker left and right. I would go to a bar with 3 packs of fucking cigarettes just going for the night. And
Dude, that's me right now. What are you talking about?
so then the guy's like, all right, so I'm gonna have to go. I smell like you have alcohol on you. I'm like, yeah, I drank a little bit. I said a little bit, but come on, let's just face it, it wasn't a little bit.
Yeah, you were sucking
So,
down pitchers with a straw.
yeah, but I think only had like 3 shots within that night, but the rest were pitchers of beer.
There's no way
Like,
you've only had 3 shots in your wasty pants. So how many pitchers did you drink?
I don't know. I think it was like more like 6.
Okay. All right.
Like
so that's
6
like the
fucking
equivalency
pitchers.
of like what? Like 60 beers in a night?
Yeah, but at that time I'm like, you're younger,
Yeah,
what
but it's
you're
not a
limited.
big deal.
Yeah, it's not your big deal. You're
How
younger.
old were you? Because like,
I
dude,
was like
in my
20. I was
20s.
like 23, I think.
Oh my
I was,
God.
I was
You
like
never
23
got
years old
alcohol
then.
poisoning in your life? I'll tell
No,
you the story.
no, but
Finish
here,
I want to hear the end of your story
no,
before
but
I tell you.
it gets better. It gets
Oh
better.
shit.
So I'm like, so then the guy's like, okay, I need you to step outside. He goes, but we're gonna give you the breathalyzer test. And I'm like, all right, cool. So folks, if you don't know what a fucking breathalyzer test is, and if you just woke up underneath the fucking rock, it's a thing that you have to suck on, or blow really fucking hard.
Wait, you have to suck on it? I've
Well,
never
no,
done
I
one.
mean like at the time you had to go inhale and then blow, like as it is,
Oh yeah.
and it's really like a hard kind of thing to fucking blow on, that he in my mind now I'm thinking of the guy from Family Guy going get
Oh,
once I
Quagmire.
yeah Quagmire once I said yeah suck I don't know what's on in my mind here I'm going get
I was like, you
yeah.
gotta suck a dick to get a breathalyzer? Like that sucks.
Dude, if you want to
You
get out
got
of a
the wrong
ticket,
cop, bro. You
if you
got the
guys if
for
you're gonna
you?
if you're gonna get out of a ticket, some people have done that,
Nah, bro.
or
I'll be
or
like,
get arrested.
you can try me for murder. I am not sucking a dick. I'm
But
sorry. I will
I'm
get the
not
death
saying I
penalty.
did, but I've seen a lot of people that listen, like I really don't want
Try
to go to
me for
jail.
murder.
I don't want to go to jail, and I don't want this record to be on my record, because then they're gonna look at it like, what the fuck did you just do, So anyway, so then all of a sudden I'm like, he goes, you smoke cigarettes, right? I'm like, yeah. So, and I did that too. I started coughing at the same time. And so then the guy was like, he's like, all right, we'll smoke a couple of cigarettes and then we'll do the breathalyzer test. Because when you smoke cigarettes and you blow into the breathalyzer, it does bring it down
That's wrong.
the stat. Well, at that time, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So I'm blowing this thing. I pretty much smoked like a whole pack that fucking night on that corner.
Wait, did the cop like trick you into blowing?
I guess I don't know, but
He fucking tricked your ass. You could have been like, bro, judge, this is a shitty fucking bullshit DUI because
yeah, but I'm
he
looking.
tricked my ass. He told
Listen,
me if I sat here and smoked cigarettes all night, I would have fucking lowered my blood alcohol level.
Hey, and
That
that's
judge
not when
would
you're
have thrown
23,
that
you can
shit out,
believe
and he would have been like,
anything.
"No DUI."
When you're 23 or something, you can pretty much believe anything, even when you're drinking that much. You know, I mean, hell, you've seen cops, right? They've done some weird
Yeah,
shit on fucking
yeah,
cops.
I've seen cops, but I mean, I'm obsessed with cops,
Bad
bro.
boys.
You don't understand. But what I'm telling you is, there's no way that cop should have told you that because he's a piece of shit.
Damn. Well, no, he was cool. I mean, honestly, I met a lot of like pain in the ass fucking cops and all that. This was like the most chill fucking cop there is. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna lie. So,
Because he wanted you to blow. I'm
well,
telling you,
anyway,
I'm
no, but he
I'm
was
like,
giving
I've
me
been watching
options.
way too much Law and Order lately, and you got me going now, bro. I'm gonna
Well, anyway,
solve this case.
so let's get to some of the good parts here. After doing the whole thing, I'm like, he goes, all right, well, we have to read you the rights, blah 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 blah. So now I'm like, I'm playing with this. I'm like, all right, whatever. I get in the back seat. I'm like, listen, don't, when we get there, don't put me in a jail cell with a guy named Bubba or Bend Over or whatever. He goes, all right, no problem. And we get over there. So we get to the precinct, and everybody in there, and this is where the funny shit is. Everybody that's in there gets pulled over for DUI because it's like the night of nights. It's like devil's night for fucking drinking and while
It was
impaired.
a full moon.
Yeah. So it was like, and they had the lunch tables, that have like I mean kids. Yeah, kids are not gonna be listening to this. So
Mine will.
yeah, but we call it, when you go into like high school or something and you go into like lunch and they got these lunch tables that really
Yeah.
fucking long.
The like
And
fold up ones. Yeah, yeah. I know.
yeah,
They're
something
like
like that.
they're
And then
prison tables, bro. That's what
yeah,
it is.
and they got the handcuffs attached to the whole thing. So I'm having fun with it. I'm like, oh fuck yeah. And I'm like, like this. I'm like, I actually have handcuffs right here. So so he all of a sudden after I put him on, it's like, you know, I'm like, you hear that noise?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had him on, and the guy's like, "You're out of your fucking mind." I'm like, "You're not gonna see this every day. This is probably the only time I want to get arrested as it is." So he calls. Then he goes, "I get a phone call, right? Because I seen the movies." And he goes,
Right.
yeah, you get one phone call." And I called my dad, and it's like, I think at that time it was like 2 o'clock in the morning,
I would
or
have just
no,
stayed the
three.
night in jail.
Yeah, like 3 o'clock in the morning. And then he's like, and then I call him up with my dad, and this is what my dad said. He goes, I was like, he's like, hello, hello. I'm like, hey, Dad, and he goes, what's up? I'm like, I'm somewhere you said I will be in like 20 years, and he goes, oh fuck, you're in jail. so, so then I get, then he's like, let me talk to the sergeant. And all of a sudden, the guy told me, he goes, can I come and get him? He goes, no, he's getting in the rain. You can get him in the morning. He's going to see a judge in the morning as it is, and he's going to be staying the night. You go, oh, okay. And then that was it. So then, now everybody's in there fucking drunk as hell, fucking having a grand old fucking time. I look to
Oh,
my
I would have
right.
not.
I look to my right, and there's this hot fucking like girl walking in, and it didn't dawn on me. And then all of a sudden, after she was like had no shoes on, and she's walking in, and I'm like, then I seen who it was, and it was a girl I graduated high school with. You know, but I graduated. She was like maybe 2 years below. So like I was 12th grade, she was like 10th or something, and she was like a hot girl in high school. So all of a sudden after she looks over and she's like handcuffed to the thing, and she's looking around. She goes, I went to high school with you. And I'm like,
She's the hot bitch from your high school reunion where she's like got like 6 kids and she's just like okay
no,
now.
no, no, but she's the one that's like 2 years before, when I graduated. So she hasn't graduated, like, I mean,
Wait,
now,
she's in high school right now?
no, 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 she wasn't in high school back then. She was
Yeah, that's
like,
what I mean.
she was out,
The
but
story.
still, and then all of a sudden after, I was like, oh shit, now I'm like, now it hits, I'm like, man, I'm mortified. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And then all of a sudden the cop's like, we could put you in a co-ed jail cell. And I'm like, really?
This is a
You
fake
could?
story. This is like a
No,
penthouse
dude.
forum letter, bro.
I wish
We're
it
not
was.
going in there with that chick and
I
then
w-
banging that chick in
it-
jail. There's
no,
no
but then
way.
all of a sudden it turned out we called the guy, one of the old cops like, no, we got in trouble the last time that happened, so we can't do this shit. I
Yeah,
was
you
like,
can't do that. That's
Yeah, you know what
all.
happens when you get arrested here? You get your ass beat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that's what happens when you get arrested here.
but this,
Yeah.
this is what happened. It's Long Island, so
He goes to
you
a
don't
jail
really
that
get that.
fucks you.
But anyway, so I get in there, it's like a jail cell by myself and everything else, and I'm like, all right, yeah. Next thing I know, I got a whole bunch of like fucking guys walking in there, and I'm like, oh, this is not good. And then one guy comes up to me, he goes, hey, what you in for? And I'm like, DUI. And he goes, first time? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, oh, this is my sixth. And I'm like, well, how do you have a fucking license?
He goes, you got any cigarettes? We're gonna
Yeah.
need them.
So then all of a sudden after it was like, it was already done, and
Did he become your bitch?
no. I'm like, wait, it was done. Wait, I had to go and see the judge and all that. So, and then I see my mom and dad sitting like where everybody else would sit, like over there on the outside. And then we get up there. It's my turn to go and see the judge. I'm sitting over here. I'm standing right here. My mom and dad's over here. All of a sudden, the judge is like, it's like, so who's this over here? And I'm like, oh, it's my mom and dad. It's like, oh, do you know this person over here? And my dad says this. He goes, Your Honor, I don't even know who he is anymore.
Bro, that's what my dad would have said. My dad would have been like, I don't know this guy,
Yeah.
and I don't know,
'Cause
throw him in jail.
You
I'm
figure
telling
we
you right
could.
now, if I ever called my dad from jail, he would have hung up. He would just RIP, but he would have just hung up.
No,
I was
but
like,
then,
Dad. He would have been like, what? I'd be like, I'm in jail. I'd be like, click.
but then Wilson, after I was like,
Your dad would have been like, bitch up. I'll see you Monday.
Yep. I'll see you Monday, bro.
no, it was funny because we called it was like pretty.
Butthole tight.
Yeah, but then I get home after it was all done. I had to go through all the pay the this and that or whatever, and then then I had to get a hardship license just to go to and from work at the time because
Yeah,
I had
DUI fucks your shit up, bro.
Yeah, it does. And then, this was like when I was like I said, 22, 23. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, now
You
I
have to
gotta
take a
go.
SATOP class.
No, no, yeah, I had to take like a driving,
Yeah, like a DUI class or some shit.
yeah. And that shit is funny as hell, man. It's just,
Dude, I'm gonna tell you this right now. There's so many times that I should have gotten DUIs and alcohol poisoning, but I had really cool friends that saved me, especially in this story, my 23rd birthday, bro.
uh,
There's a bar in St. Louis. It's on Manchester Road. It's surprisingly still open because this place didn't just have drink specials. They had pitcher specials where you could go and get not just beer, you can get mixed drink pitchers. Got mixed drink pitchers, bro.
What bar was this?
100 West on Manchester. You know where that is, right? It's on the dumpster diving route. It's like right by. It's in that plaza with that fucking Panera, like right before that steak.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, so I go there with my buddies, my girlfriend at the time. What's wrong with Mersh? Mersh, move the fucking sandwich and she'll move. Mersh, I will
like-
fucking throw you outside.
You ever see that kids movie Over
That's
the Hedge?
fine. Let her be over here. She's
Yeah.
fine.
He's
All
the
right.
fucking squirrel, man.
All right. So anyway,
Over the Edge with Keanu Reeves, right?
what?
Bruce Willis. I know Bruce Willis is in that.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves, I think, was on the
next
Over Edge.
week.
Wait, hold on. Over the Edge?
What are we talking about?
Oh, there's a movie called Over the Edge.
I know the raccoon is Bruce Willis.
Wait, hold on.
And
Oh,
I
Ben
think,
Folds did all the music for that.
Yeah,
movie.
Ben Folds did
Oh,
all the
wait,
music.
this is the one that I'm thinking of. Wait, hold on.
Bruce Willis, that'll be an RIP probably next week or the week after.
Yeah, next week, bro. R.I.P.
Fucking Carrie and her awesome list.
Yeah. You
Is
have
it
like
Over the
all the
Edge?
dead people.
Hey, Gotch, is
What?
it over the edge or
Over the hedge?
over the hedge
It's
or
over
over?
the
Maybe.
hedge, not over the edge.
Oh, well, I'm thinking something different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dude, mixed drink pitchers, Gotch. I took down 3 pitchers of whiskey and cokes. I blacked out. I know I yelled at some people at this bar.
You didn't black out. You time traveled.
Bro, listen to this shit. They had to drag my ass back to the car because they're like, we have to get you out of here. Like they are going to call the cops on you or we're going to get our ass beat. So we need to get the fuck out of here.
My old lead singer, we had a few times where like 3 of us had to carry him and throw him in the back of a truck.
Bruh. This is what they threw me back in the back of my old ass fucking Toyota Camry, like old ass Toyota Camry, like a 98, had no air conditioning, nothing worked on it barely. They threw me in the back of this thing, and I'm like, oh my God, where am I, guys? And I swear to God, I think I pissed myself that night for sure. I don't really remember because it's still a little hazy, and I don't talk to the people that I drank with that night, but.
And hence why he smokes weed now.
Hold on. I'm not done. So they throw me in the back and I'm like, all right, guys, this is exactly how I talked too. I can't fucking like I thought I was gonna I was like, I'm gonna throw up. And they were like, okay. And then somebody was like, get his glasses so he doesn't puke in his glasses. Well, little did that person know when were handing off the glasses, I started puking. So I ended up puking in my glasses and on that person at the same time. Then they had to drag my drunk ass enough out of the car to get my head out of the car because I was projectile vomiting alcohol entirely into this car, in the parking lot, in the car, all over people.
Yeah.
And this is my 23rd birthday, so none of I know my friends are pissed, and they're just like, this motherfucker, I swear to God. So then, fucking, oh my God. So they get me out of the car. All I really remember is like my head was out of the car, and I was throwing up, just all of it in the parking lot. And I remember this so fucking vividly because this parking lot was on a tilt, on a slant. So I just remember all of the alcohol that I was throwing up running down into over by the front door of the fucking bar.
Didn't you
Then we get back to my apartment. I end up smoking a cigarette in my apartment. And I ended up burning a big ass hole on my couch. Not even knowing I had a cigarette. Thank God for fire safe cigarettes, because that's when those first came out. Then
Public
my
safety.
buddy picks me up, throws me in my bathtub because I pissed my entire living room.
Didn't you drunk one night just pull your dick out in the car and just start pissing
No,
in a
no, no,
Taco
no,
Bell
no, no,
in a Taco
no.
Bell
Yes,
drive-thru?
yes. That is what happened. But it was we were coming back from the second RTG Christmas party because it was the one that JD couldn't go to, but we tried to sneak him in. Do you remember that? Yeah, he got fired, so they didn't allow him to go to the Christmas party.
Oh yeah.
But
For
anyway,
sleeping on the fucking tables.
yeah, for sleeping under tables and shit.
That's
Well,
called
come
the
on,
callback.
it's like that was safety. He was on the tables.
Bro, but anyway, so we're at this Christmas party, and I remember this too because Matt Tankersley, his wife, you remember Matt Tankersley, the dude from I shouldn't have. Can you bleep out last names when you
Not really.
edit?
I don't know how to do it, but just
Oh, no one's gonna fucking know who
just
I'm talking
yeah,
about. Anyway, this dude named Matt and his wife, bro. Me and Paige were about to have. Oh no, she was pregnant with Sammy, and I remember this because she was like, "I'm not gonna drink, so you drink for me." And I was like, "Deal."
you
So
drink
I
for
went.
me.
So she's
You drink
pregnant
for me.
that
I
night,
will
though.
feel it
But
later.
this is what I remember too. I fucking remember this because that dude and his wife came up to me and Paige, and this is the story that I was going to tell you about all the fucking crazy sex parties at RTG Christmas parties, dude. I was going to tell you that story because him and his wife came up to me and Paige and were like, hey, we're going to go up to the hotel room with fucking blah, blah, blah. You guys want to come up? And I was like, ew, no, like real loud. Paige is like, bruh. And then, so I'm drunk as fuck, right? Anyway, that's a whole different story. I'll tell that story on the podcast next week. If anybody really wants to hear that RTG Christmas story party, I'll tell that next week on our podcast. Let me get back to me pissing in my car.
Shit, we call it Christmas.
There's multiple times when I pissed in my car. Like, which ones do you want to know? Because I have like the one from the RTG Christmas party where I was just drinking.
The one where you
so
were in a
much.
Taco Bell parking lot and you just pulled out your dick, started pissing in the front seat.
Yeah, because I had to piss because remember, bro, Paige was pregnant, so she was driving. She allowed me to get as drunk as I wanted to, which was tight as fuck because I think I ended up throwing up in a shoebox that night.
Our lives are not as wild as Kyle is portraying them right now. Like,
my life is not that wild anymore. I've settled down. I got kids. I stopped drinking. I smoke a lot of weed now.
I can't believe, for myself, when I drink, I'm happy I can say this, that when I drank, I never threw up like anywhere that I would like say that doesn't have a toilet.
Well, you're not a professional alcoholic if you've even thrown up anywhere besides the toilet.
I've seen everybody else fucking do it. Like I was going out with a girl because she was fucking hammered. She was like puking outside my own car, and then we actually, my friend, we have another friend that was like turning a certain age, and he calls me up and he goes, hey, we're gonna go and I'm taking him out for his birthday, and I'm like, you're gonna meet up with us? And I'm like, yeah. So we get there, we're drinking water. We were telling our friend it's fucking vodka, so we're drinking water, and he's drinking like fucking vodka and shit.
Are those Girl Scout cookies?
yeah,
You got tag-alongs?
yeah.
Are they made from real Girl Scouts?
I can't eat anything, you are going to eat fucking tag-alongs in front of me? Don't you dare. I just saw a commercial for fucking Reese's eggs, and I have Reese's eggs in my cabinet that I can't eat. Fucking ulcers, bruh.
Oh, that sucks, man. Ulcers.
So good.
Oh, dude, but anyway, back to me pissing in my car. So I pissed in my car because I was like, all right, I gotta go piss. We're in this Taco Bell drive-thru. All I wanted was Angel Cum Balls. All I wanted were Angel Cum Balls. That's all I wanted. And for anybody that does not know what Angel Cum Balls are the Cinnabon Delight little ball, spicy or not spicy, Cinnaballs that you get with the little angel jizz inside. It's angel jizz. I swear to God, I've tasted it before. All right, it's delicious. But anyway, hold on. Let me finish my pissing story. All right, all right. So I'm like, I gotta piss. So I get out of the car with Taco Bell drive-thru. I go over to the fucking dumpster and I'm like, it's locked. I can't get in, so I can't go piss. So I go back to the car and I'm like, whatever, I'll just piss in a Coke bottle. So I get a Coke bottle and I'm like trying to fit my dick inside the Coke bottle so that I could piss and not piss everywhere. But I was like, that's not gonna happen. My dick isn't that small to where it's gonna fit in the neck of a fucking Diet Coke bottle. So I fucking like position myself to pee in the bottle. Well, my fucking backseat peer over here, fucking Paige, was like, you're gonna fucking piss everywhere. Move the bottle. So she moves the bottle. Piss jug? Is that a piss jug?
No,
he's
making way of the road.
My reenactment of your dick stuck in the bottle, going, I can't get it out. I can't.
All right.
It's the way of the
you
road.
have to have a fucking micro penis to get your goddamn dick stuck in that fucking thing. Anyway, so she goes, you gotta move that. It's gonna get everywhere. And I'm like, whatever. No, it's not. So she moves the bottle as I'm pissing. Piss goes soup. Like, I swear to God, it was a motherfucking cartoon. I swear to God, I'm sitting there in slow motion watching piss just like rainbow up onto my dashboard of this Prius. And I just bought this fucking Prius. Like, I was so happy about it. I was so proud of my Prius. And it smelled like piss for like 2 weeks because because RTG ripped us off all the time and never paid us any money. And I couldn't even get my car like washed out. I had to like wash my fucking inside of my car like 15 times. It sucked so bad.
I absolutely destroyed a stranger's bathroom once. It's one of my big regrets. I feel real bad for.
Really?
It was like I've never met this girl before. It was
Oh,
a friend of
no.
mine's friend that we went to for New Year's Eve, and I got like champagne hammered, and I went to her bathroom, and I proceeded to throw up like in her sink, in the toilet, in the bathtub, all over the floor in between. But she was like in the middle of a bathroom remodel. So like got like all down in the cracks of her linoleum and everything else. And in her vent and everything else.
Oh, no.
I locked myself in the bathroom and I wouldn't come out for like hours. My failed attempts to clean it up just made it so much worse. It was a horrific mess. It was like a puke murder scene. And my friend came to the door and I was like, bro, you got to go start your car because when I leave this bathroom, we got to go.
Don't tell anybody. We'll tell them later on.
To this day, I don't know who that girl was. I never met her again.
So you never said anything? You just bounced? You just got out?
That's what I'm
we just
wondering.
bounced. We just bounced.
Oh my God.
That's hilarious.
I can only imagine her. I can only imagine she'd walk in and go, "Who the fuck was in this bathroom?"
It's my
What the
podcast.
I don't
You
care.
don't have to ask me. It's not my podcast.
Hey, Dre, I'm stealing the mic. What's up?
What's up? What's going on?
I have two drunk stories that you guys have inspired me to share.
There you
So
go.
for the puke story, I went out with my boss. I had to work late on a Friday night until like 10 o'clock or something. We had 2 drinks at work, and then we went across the street to the bar and got a double shot and started just drinking vodka. I got hammered, like have no memory of the end of the night, other than that I ended up in the bathroom. I don't remember doing this, but I remember seeing afterwards that I puked all over the entire stall, like floor, walls, everything.
I puked on a dude in college.
Everybody's done that.
Oh, in the bathroom, I puked.
You puked on while I was doing coke.
and we
Nice.
got into a fight, and then I got into a nut dude. I got my ass kicked by some bouncers one time. I also beat the shit out of somebody in Chicago with a bar stool. That was pretty tight.
That's
too.
fucking wild. Colin has some really crazy days, apparently. Mine are not fighting days. They're just either okay.
Carrie, I don't
So
mean to
that night I
interrupt you.
puked everywhere, and these
Here-
2 girls like put me in an Uber. They paid for my Uber to get me home because I was so fucking wasted.
Carrie, I don't mean to
And-
interrupt you, but I got to
Fine.
bounce real quick. Thanks for having me on.
All right.
All right, see you, Gots.
Bye.
Oh,
So,
Bye.
yeah.
Oh, hey, don't say it like that. I'm not gonna repeat that.
Edit.
so
Yeah.
if anybody else is listening, we got also Carrie from the Dick Tales podcast. We call it.
Dick Tales podcast, which only kind of exists at this point, but you can listen to old episodes until I
Yeah.
get my shit together.
Yeah. So we're all we call it just talking about different shit. So what's your second drunken story?
Unfortunately, I
was
have
that
a
called?
lot of stories like this, but when you're talking about how much you drink, I drank an entire handle of Captain one day. Like I was at my clubhouse and started drinking probably at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's basically like a big campground where my family goes and hangs out and drinks, rides 4-wheelers. It's Hoosier shit, but it's a lot of fun.
Ah,
So started drinking at 4, was still drinking at 4 a.m. And I'm at the end of this handle, and I went and passed out on a swing that's kind of like a porch swing of what we call the point, which is overlooking the Kaskaskia River and like the creek where my clubhouse is. So I passed out on the swing. My brothers come over and are trying to get me to get up. I will not get up. This is at like, it's kind of a thing that I've gotten so drunk that I pass out in inappropriate places, like on a bench, sitting leaned up against a brick building, waiting for a car, wherever, or on the swing. So my brother Tyson gets pissed because he's trying to get me up and I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Just leave me here. I'm fine. Whatever, being just drunk and annoying. So he flips me out of the swing, like knocks me up. I hit my head on these rocks on the ground. So I think I probably had a concussion. Continued drinking. And the next thing I know, I remember crying to one of my other brothers, like just being wasted, standing over by the trucks, crying my eyes out about something my brother Tyson said to me. And then the next thing I know, I wake up, Tyson wakes me up. I'm standing, leaning against the trailer, like just passed out, standing up, leaning against the trailer. And as soon as he wakes me up, I start crying again, crying my eyes out because he called me like a drunk or something to me. Hurt my fucking feelings. Crying again. And so he's like, Carrie, I don't think that, just calm down, please. Like, please go to bed. It's fine. It's fine. I go to bed in my rain-soaked clothes because it had poured down rain at this point. And the next day I'm all dirty and like it looked like I had slid into home base, basically. It was from standing, leaning against a trailer, a big drunk mess. So good times.
On this, here's
I have
another.
a ton of crazy drunk messes.
I got drunk in college and fucking ended up sleeping on my neighbor's back porch. And then, my sisters were there. It was insane. I don't remember that night.
I got drunk. Let's see. Oh, there was a time where I was like almost driving not head on to a train, but
Oh shit! What?
but
Damn, bro.
no, it's like there's like this one street. You know, I know you've seen it, like, because coming from where you guys are, we call it, you got train tracks, and you figure it at night it looks like a regular street, but then you're like, why is
No,
this?
I've never been that drunk.
No, yeah, I know
Yeah.
the difference between train tracks in the street.
But at the time, you make that turn, and all of a sudden after, I'm like, why is the road bumpy? I'm like this, and I'm like, oh, then I see this
How
light.
long are you driving on the tracks?
No, just for like maybe a minute, not
Okay.
that long.
A minute.
That's still a minute.
That's
too
a
long,
minute.
dude.
Yeah, dude. That's a minute.
All of a sudden I hear the horn of a fucking train. And I'm like, shit, I fucking back it up. And I'm like, damn, I'm on the fucking train track. I'm like, son of a bitch. Then I got home and I freaked out. I'm like, I got sober really fucking quick.
Well, hell
So
yeah.
then-
Did you actually see, like, could you see the light of the train?
Yeah, but it was like, down around the corner this way. And then I'm like, fuck. So then I
That's
called
when you
up.
got to be like, maybe I should reevaluate my life choices. Maybe I drink a little bit.
This is
too much.
still when I was like, this is before I got arrested for DUI. This is way before. This is like, because this was like maybe out of like 6 or 7 times on that same fucking street, or not the same street. It was a different street, but I always got pulled over by a cop, and the guy was like, "Oh, you're around the corner? Okay, fine. Go walk it off." But then friends of mine were around, like what like Con was saying, that you had friends that would go and pick them up, and the same thing for me. They picked me up, but at this time, I got home, freaked out, and I was coming from a most of us from work, we went to this bar and they had these test tube fucking shots and all that. And, then I went to another bar afterwards. And
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden I called up one of the secretaries that was working at work, and she was at that bar and all that. And I'm like, oh my God, and I told her the whole fucking thing. And she goes, are you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm just like freaked out. And then like the next day I go into work and
Like, I'm just fucking wasted.
yeah, and all of a sudden I'm like, but you could smell it on me, like the pores of like fucking alcohol, and
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
the boss is like, hey, not to me, but like everybody, like the main people, like, we're gonna have a meeting, so like that. And as I'm walking into the meeting, you could smell it coming out of my pores, like, did someone just go to the bar? And I'm like, this is like 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, nah.
And had you showered too? Did you even like get up and shower and you still
Oh
smelled
no,
like booze?
no, I did. It's just I
Yeah.
showered and everything else. I had coffee, and like when you're drunk and you wake up like a hangover and you drink the coffee, and it's just like so, like it hurts so bad
Yes.
that
Oh no, I've
like,
had alcohol poisoning twice. Didn't go to the hospital, but definitely had it. Was sick for days.
Oh, that's how I feel
It's
right
fucking
now.
terrible. It's terrible.
I feel like death.
Sounds like I
right
feel
now.
like that right now.
Dude,
You
is
look
that
like you.
ulcer?
Well, I got an ulcer, bro. So I
Yeah,
haven't been feeling good at all.
I had ulcers where it's
Oh,
just
get in,
like
Zane.
it
Hold
hurt
on.
so bad. I'm like,
Dude,
I had to hit my own stomach just to get it. Like
oh,
cut it out. You know,
dude, yeah, I'm
like
dying.
like the alien, like the scene from Alien. Like
Yeah,
Yes.
where it's just like coming out.
Blah.
No, that's
or like
definitely
Spaceballs. You go, oh no, not again. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's how I feel right now.
Oh, and I know you've seen this. Where you were there, Carrie? Have you seen my friend over here in the corner?
No, fuck
yeah, that
shit.
thing's
Yeah,
creepy.
no.
Actually,
Damn.
it's Frankenstein, but I put a mask on him and some from like a Halloween days and all that stuff.
Okay.
I put him on there and
Yeah,
actually
that's a
there's like
creepy ass.
yeah. Well,
It
that's
almost looks like it's half monkey or something.
well. Have you ever seen House of a Thousand Corpses?
Yeah, I don't
No.
like that movie. Rob
Yeah.
Zombie, he's just fucking disturbing to
That
me.
that's the big guy with this mask on. We call the
Yeah,
guy that
okay.
looked at this. So I bought that. I thought this was like a bigger mask because the way they look like in the movie, I was like, I want to get that mask, and I saw it. It was like on sale for a certain amount. Like I forgot what online site, and I'm like, I'm getting it. I thought it was gonna be
Were
a
you
huge.
hoping to wear it? You wanted to wear
Yeah.
it?
Oh, I wear it for Halloween every once in a while. I have the hair and
That thing's
everything,
creepy, dude.
and plus
Mm-hmm.
with the way I look and all that, I'm like I look like an overweight fucking like my belly's hanging out. It's just like I just came out of like an Overeaters Anonymous or something. You're like, hey, how you doing? I
Do you
just
wear a
ate.
crop top just to sell it?
Oh man, if I had my lacrosse brine fucking half top shirt, oh my
I think
god.
you could pull it off. Maybe a mesh one.
Maybe.
Especially with the
Yeah,
tattoos hanging down,
a mesh
like
crop.
tattoos showing like this, and I'm like, hey, look
Hey,
like
if you
it's
got it, flaunt it.
not this belly. No, can't pull out this belly. I'm trying to get the sucker down.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wearing a heavy fucking sweatshirt right now. Like, yeah, nobody's want to see these
Okay.
overhangers.
No, see that mask? That reminds me of these two gargoyles around the corner from my new place. Like there's these gargoyles I walk by every day and they creep me out. That's what it looks like to me.
And then I got this from a friend of mine.
Nice.
So,
Okay, so is it real?
oh yeah, it's real. I mean, it's screwed on spikes, but it's still fucking real. So you can cause major damage with this one. Especially my girlfriend's like,
But I mean, it's pretty light though. Still, what? Okay, so what is that called? It's like this ball spikes. What they're called?
it's a mace.
A mace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like
So you come at someone with a mace, sure, you're gonna fucking kill them, honestly. But shouldn't it be heavier too?
no,
You want to
no. I mean,
crush their fucking skull?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got the spikes in there. It all depends on the force that you use. So if it's like lightweight, you could still like blunt force. Like say if somebody's gonna rob you or something. And then
And you just happen to have your mace with you.
oh yeah, I got all my knives and swords around. So I even got the Thundercats sword.
Nice.
So
Yeah, all I have is a metal bat at my house, so don't come
I
fuck
had to
with me.
throw away my my
Good.
barbed wire bat.
You had a barbed wire bat, like from
Yeah,
The
because
Walking Dead, or did you have it first?
no, I went to my friend's my friend had he sells like the knives and swords and the jewelry. I think I mentioned that
Mhm.
because and I they had some kind of swap meet. So went down there and they were selling guns and everything else and like hollowed out fucking grenades or whatever. So I used to have like a bag full of fucking grenades, just like collecting them. And I was walking around and when The Walking Dead was like fucking huge. Well, it's still huge, but at the time where it was huge, and then they got Negan or something, I guess that was his name is. He
Yeah.
had the barbed wire bat, and then they were selling them, and I'm like, fuck it, I want to get one, And then I just had it in the garage, whatever. But then we moved to the house, and I'm like, where the fuck am I gonna put this barbed wire bat? And from the room you see here, I mean, from back here, it's kind of full, but even in front of me is like really fucking full as it is. But there's like a whole bunch of different shit. And
I mean, it sounds like you're ready. Like, should the apocalypse happen, you're prepared.
oh yeah, no,
You're gonna
definitely.
survive.
I
Okay,
got,
so
I
if
got,
you were gonna kill somebody, how would you do it? I feel like you have a lot of weapons.
Ugh.
you
So would
just
you go with one of them, or would you go simple, like
it all
poison?
depends. Like you get the taser, and you get the taser, you get the whatever you can find. Because I used to like when I lived in Pennsylvania, I used to have all the all the knives, like all the basic like statue looking stuff, like all placed like everywhere. So it's like strategically,
Here.
like nobody really knows where what is.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, I got that here, and my tattoo is like,
you have it like hidden away in corners and stuff.
yeah. So could I went with my cousin. My cousin and I went to visit my uncle like in upstate New York, and they had one of those flea markets, and it was like the last flea market of like the season. So I
I
went over
fucking
there.
love flea markets.
Oh, I love them. I was like, I went in there and I was like, I found like this knife set that was like an Arabian knife, and it had like the one blade, like the swirly blades and all that. So I had one of those, and then I'm like, all right, this is cool. And then we're walking around, and then there's like these statues. Wait, do I got 'em? Oh, I don't know if you can see them. Like right in the back, there's like these serpent, like Egyptian statues,
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
and actually with the stuff like the statue on top, there's actually daggers inside the statue.
Okay.
So wait, hold on a second.
Well, hey man, don't give away all your secrets. Are you posting
No,
this
no,
video?
no. I'm
Yeah,
just like
bro.
right here. I'm just showing, but I'm not saying I'm. It might be in there. It might not.
Okay, good call.
But um,
No, I just moved to the city, so I need a taser, or maybe I need to put some barbed wire on my bat. Do you think? It's kind of a rinky-dink bat. It's metal, but it's small.
Need a gun.
I don't want a gun.
I can give you. I can send you we call a link to my friend's site that does like knives, swords, and all that. So that's where I get most of my shit as it is.
Get a
And
I
stabby.
mean, I have a bunch of butcher knives.
Get a Dr. McStabby. You need something for the walk with those dogs at night.
No, I have my dogs.
Those dogs aren't gonna do shit.
If you were a murderer and you see someone walking at night, you're not gonna fuck with someone with dogs, right? Two
yeah, I mean, if you
dogs?
got big
No.
ass
I
fucking
would.
dogs,
The dogs
nobody's
will
gonna-
deter you.
Your dogs?
Yes.
Your dog does not look mean.
Phoenix does. You're half
Mm.
afraid of him.
He's big.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
that's
a
what it
big
is,
dog.
they-
If someone comes at me, he would protect me.
yeah, especially when
Dumbest
you're like
shit
doing
ever.
the walk.
Why
you're
would
doing
we ever spend money on that? As a city, why would St. Louis ever spend money on a soccer team?
Because they miss football. We don't have football. We need soccer.
Excuse me.
People
We have
want-
the Battle Hawks.
Yeah, but we don't have the NFL teams.
Fuck the NFL.
people
Have you
want-
watched the XFL? It's hella tight.
I'm sure it is. But people want a reason to get drunk downtown. We all know that.
Cardinals and Blues games, they
I
have
know.
that.
And now we have soccer too.
Soccer's so
We have
fucking
sports for every season.
ew.
You know, I've never been a soccer fan, but honestly, they run their asses off.
Oh yeah.
They're the
Are you a
only
fair
sport that
weather?
really runs their asses
Are
off.
you becoming a fair weather fan now because you live here and now there's a soccer team
I
here?
don't give a fuck about soccer.
Thank you. I fucking hate soccer.
Soccer
Get it
players,
off
man,
my
they're really
TV.
mean.
What'd you say?
They're really mean soccer players sometimes. You
Mm.
look at them, they were like punching each other, or even the ref, like, get out of here, and they start kicking each other. I'm like, really? Flag on the play. Hello, yellow card.
I never see that. Where I've never seen that before.
No,
at
that's
all
what I love
in
about
America
hockey is the
soccer.
fact that they're fighting each other.
Oh yeah.
That's like the
We
best
need to
part
go
about
back to
hockey.
another hockey.
Oh, hell
game.
yeah. I'm in.
I've never really gone to a hockey game, so I need to really fucking go to one. Just say I
Mhm.
did it. You know,
Well,
it's
you
like,
live in New York, right?
yeah, but I mean, I don't really go out to like say, hey, if I'm gonna go and try a hockey game, or like, even if I try like a more a local hockey thing just to see how it goes or whatever.
Hockey's awesome. You'll have a blast. And
They
Oh, no.
really think they're gonna fucking sell out this shit tomorrow.
I bet they will.
Mm-mm.
No, but we went to a Blues game a couple months ago and he got a seats like 3 rows off the ice. It was fucking awesome. They're fighting right in front of us.
Yeah, you can pay that next time.
We'll split it.
Okay.
Okay.
Go Dutch. But now we call it like
He
wrestling.
looks like a soccer fan.
What?
No, I'm just making fun of the people on the news.
She looks like a soccer fan.
Yeah, look, she looks like a soccer fan.
We have a soccer team coming, like a opening days tomorrow, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And apparently Colin is judging them.
Soccer. I can't say that joke. God damn it.
Eh,
Why? It's a Trash Panda podcast joke.
Yeah.
See, he's trying to be good and censor himself on your show,
I know it's a first, but hey.
right?
Dude, I would get canceled so hard if I said this joke.
No, but you know what's funny? Because I have there's like some friends of mine like on podcast we call it your favorite movie podcast. Josh, I don't know. You know who he is?
Who is it?
Josh from your next favorite movie.
I know who that is.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I did this like this wild episode with Trash Panda, and it was just wild, And he goes, really? And I'm like, because I was trying to remember when you were talking about a certain wrestler. I'm not going to name any names, but you know the wrestler I'm talking about. And you're not supposed to say this wrestler's name like anywhere. And I was trying to like edit it out, which I did. And I was like, it was great content. And I was asking certain people, and I'm like, listen, should I leave this in or should I do this? And they're like, no, we don't talk about it. And all of a sudden, Josh was like listening to it, and he goes, no, it was good. He goes, but it seemed like you were over your head with fucking Trash Panda. It's like, I was like, yeah, I just figure I just sit by and just let them do what they're doing. It's like watching a cop scene,
I mean, that's
especially
how we
guys.
are, man.
Especially guys. We call it going to the fucking convenient mart, looking for bang fucking energy drinks and
Right.
taquitos. And he has the phone. He has the phone like this. And then
like
all of
in
a sudden
his
he goes, hey
pocket.
guys, I'm going in to get
He's on
something.
Zoom with you.
Yeah. on his phone.
He had like Zoom on his phone and he's walking in there and he goes, wait, hold on. I don't want him to think that I'm videotaping the whole fucking thing. And then Colin's like, are you going into the store? And you hear, and all of a sudden you hear ding, ding. Ding,
Yeah, and
ding,
he was like, when we gonna pack Paul blue shorts.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
So fucking funny.
And then he had like the bang energy drink and fucking.
I think this episode is gonna top that one, but
He had to go on a snack run. I get it.
yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But man,
mean,
thanks for having us on, man. For real, I appreciate
No
it.
problem, man. I mean, like I said, well, as you know, we call it, and I got this, and folks, and if you just tuned in, hello, basically, I got a, what the fuck do I got? Oh yeah, I got a game show podcast coming out.
Punch in
I
her
love
mouth.
you, but I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
know
gonna be
how to
on
do
it. It's gonna be tight.
And guess who else?
Yeah,
is
do
gonna
you
be
know
on?
when you're doing it?
Yeah, when are you doing that?
Well, it's gonna probably be like late April, early May,
Punch her in her
because I still
mouth.
gotta get a couple more people.
Cat.
Mersh, get down.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I want to be against. If I have to be against Colin, I'm in.
You're gonna get fucked up. You don't know my trivia knowledge.
You know my trivia knowledge.
Mine's better than yours.
Okay,
It's
let's
gonna be
find
kind of
out.
weird though, because you gotta do like the video like against each other. So I don't know how you're gonna do that.
But I feel good.
Well,
We
you
can
can
be
do
in
it at
separate
home.
places.
Yeah, you can do it
Yeah.
there too. But the thing is, we call it, and then I figure I'll tell you this now. We call it. So when I go and send like the invites, and a day, I'll try to let the other team, like say yourself and Carrie, like listen, it's gonna be this day. You can't like cancel out on it because it's all set.
Okay.
So that's what I'm gonna tell everybody else that I get on there. I'm like,
Hey,
listen,
bird.
whenever I send an invite, you
I'm gonna
have to do it. You can't say, oh, I
like
got
Bone
something
Crush.
going on.
Bring it on.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be coming in like Bone Crusher. I ain't never scared.
It's you and Gots, right? So I get to bring another person too.
Wait, I have a
Is it
partner.
is it a partner thing? Is it him and
No, no,
Gots
no.
and
It's
me
a
and somebody?
podcast versus podcast.
It's it's
Well,
me.
your podcast is you and Gots.
Yeah, but I represent that podcast.
Yeah, it
Mm.
doesn't matter.
Because
You
he-
could do both if you
One,
want.
he's retarded and he won't ever do this. He's so reclusive. Gots is the most reclusive person ever.
He made an appearance tonight.
Briefly,
Yeah.
That's your guys' business.
but thank you for having me
Wait.
on. I
We're gonna do like one or two of these things just to get you guys.
Oh,
fresh
right
into it.
now?
Yeah, man.
Oh shit. Okay.
Well,
All
I'm
right,
putting you,
I
I'm
got
putting you
two.
guys
I
on the
got two
spot.
in me, man. I gotta
I-
one.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I'm just doing
dying.
two. I'm just doing two,
All
and
right.
that's it.
All
So
right.
because just to get you guys like fresh into it, so you know what you're looking
Let's
into.
get you
Okay.
about to get fucked up.
Okay, let's see.
All right. So now this is like I'm going to explain it a little bit. It's a description of one movie and a description of another movie, and you got to put the two movies together. And each
Okay.
one's going to be, each one. If you get, it's going to be a point system. So if you get one half, you get 10 points. If you get the whole
So is
thing,
it like
it's
a
20.
before and after? Like on Wheel of Fortune, it's like a before and after. So say like one of the movies is Pulp Fiction and the other one is Back to the Future. It'd be Pulp Fiction, Back to the Future.
Yeah,
would
but
it be like-
it's going to be like a crazy like connection kind of thing to it.
Okay.
You'll see.
We'll
So
figure it out.
What?
all right.
I feel like I have no idea what we're
You're
talking about
fucked,
right now.
by
Yeah.
the way.
I
Well, you'll-
already kind of want to be out.
No, you'll get it. You'll get it. So here goes. A gigantic dormant sea monster is awakened by nuclear radiation. and
Godzilla.
descends- Well, let me finish the whole thing here.
Okay.
Radiation and descends upon humanity with a love for music and a desire to open a jazz club. I want to repeat it. I'll repeat it for you. A gigantic dormant sea monster is awakened by nuclear radiation and descends upon humanity with a love for music and a desire to open a jazz club.
I don't know. The end of it sounds like Princess and the Frog to me, like Crocodile from Princess and the Frog.
Well,
I don't think I want to play this game. I don't get it.
Godzilla and Princess and the Frog.
No, that's not
No.
it. But I don't know what this is.
One of the movies is Godzilla.
Yeah, no, Godzilla's the first one.
What's the other
Yeah.
movie?
Well, the other movie is you have to say it together, so basically it would be saying like Godzilla La La Land.
Oh, I've never even seen that
Oh,
movie.
I've never
But-
seen La La
But that's what I'm
Land.
saying. It's like for people that watch movies, so
Ah.
so if
So
you
we
really
not
like
only-
watch a lot of movies and you
We have
can
to
probably
figure
get it.
out the two movies, and we have to come up with like their combined
Yeah.
name, like
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
celebrity dating name.
Yeah.
The fuck?
All
Well,
right.
I
I'm
mean,
down.
I'll-
Let's go. One more. Let's go.
One more.
Yeah.
We'll do one more. All right. Don't make a sound or we'll rip you asunder by murderous echo-locating creatures that talk out of their butts and are searching for Shikaka, the sacred great white bat of the African Wakati tribe.
I would have to hear an entire
Yeah. Say it
thing
one more
again.
time.
What?
right. Don't make a sound or we'll rip you asunder by murderous echo-locating creatures that talk out of their butts and are searching for Shikaka, the sacred great white bat of the African Wakati tribe.
I have absolutely no idea.
Don't breathe out. Take. I don't know. I
Don't breathe
know.
is kind of what I was thinking at the beginning.
First one was
So,
Don't Breathe.
so this is where I would give you, like, if you want a hint, then I'll give you like a hint of like say the first or the second
All
one.
right. I need a hint.
Hint
All
for
right,
the second
so-
one.
So Jim from The Office in Scary Movie.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
What's that
So
movie
that's
called?
the first one. That's the first hint for the first movie.
Okay.
All right, so if you figure that one, and then the second one, which is they made these so fucking. I need glasses as it is. Classic Rhino. So I can't even fucking read. But anyway, I'll tell you anyway. So the first movie is A Quiet Place,
Yes, I couldn't think of what it was called.
and then
That's him and his wife.
so then the next movie is Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls.
Oh, okay. I
So
haven't
it
really
goes-
seen those movies
so it
either,
goes
or
a
I haven't
qui-
for years.
So then-
Okay. So it rhymes. All right.
So, well, it goes like this. It goes A Quiet Place Ventura when nature
Okay,
calls.
I get it now. All right, now that I know, I'm gonna fuck everybody up.
Yeah,
No, I mean
I
there's
would
there's certain
100%
ones that
just
you're
get
not going to
creepy.
be able to get. So, all right, we just did the two folks, and that was it because it's a kind of like a taste
What's
kind
this
of
game
thing.
called?
It's called the movie game.
Okay.
So, but my
Did
thing
you
is going to
buy
be
this
called.
or did you make it up?
No, actually, there's a guy that made this on a Kickstarter for. There's a YouTube channel called the Valley Folk,
Oh,
and
tight.
he made this thing, and he did this with his friends, like 4 or 5 friends, and do individual things, and then edited them all together, and it was like
Right.
really
Mhm.
fucking funny. I mean, you can
That's
look up
tight.
Valley Folk and movie game, and you can get the whole understanding of what it is beforehand. But I call
Okay.
my I call my section I call my third season. It's going to be called uh the movie Squidtacular.
Okay.
Dude, that game
So
show is gonna be so fire, bro. I can't wait for that.
so basically, it's going to be like podcast versus podcast, and it's going to be crazy because I'm going to have Drunk Theory on, and
Tight.
then I want to play some with somebody. So I got brackets, and I'm going to try to put them. Uh,
Pin them all
you know,
against each other. That's what's
yeah,
up.
yeah.
I'm the number one seed in the Midwest,
You think so?
motherfucker.
You think so? We'll
Mm-hmm.
find out.
Yeah, I might have
My
to go and
ulcer.
ask. I'm gonna have to ask. We call it John for. We call it Lost Losers. I might see if he wants to come on.
Oh,
Oh, hell yeah.
get
You
alt
definitely
right
have
John's
to.
ass on here. Hell
You
yeah.
definitely have to.
Because we call it. It was like because I got certain ones. I'm not gonna name who it is because it's gonna be like a surprise kind of thing. So,
Okay.
but and then
You have a
when
guest
whoever
appearance.
wins,
I like it.
yeah. So it's gonna be like three. If you get like three right or something, because I'm not gonna try and make it like a big, huge, like 2 hour thing. I want to do it like maybe an hour. And whoever wins goes on to the next round. So then
Okay.
I'm like, all right, then we'll do the next round. It's going to be not next round, but the next first
Yeah.
round thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Next
Yeah.
This game
episode.
is crazy.
Yeah.
I would be out
So,
quick. I don't think I get this game.
but I'm gonna order another game. We call it. I'm gonna put a mixture
Oh,
of everything. So it's gonna be TV movie game. It's gonna be video game movie game. It's gonna be a whole bunch of
fuck
different shit.
Oh,
everything.
and it's all like you have to combine the names in all these games. That thing
Yeah.
is wild.
It's gonna be so tight.
All right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
So
fun for sure.
yeah, well, definitely is gonna be fun and all that. Especially, I mean, I'm gonna try to put this instead of like waiting 2, 3 months down the line. I want to try to do is like every week send it out. So
Oh hell yeah.
that way everybody's like on board of who did what, and get a thing and make the episode art as well, which
This
would be cool.
episode
Yeah, your
art is
episode art is awesome
so
all
tight.
the time, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Hey, you're welcome.
I tried. I think I did one by myself. I didn't have like somebody on, so I just did like a bullshit. I'm not bullshitting. I did like my old days. I used to like just jabber jaw about anything,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
I made the episode art, and it's on there. It's on Twitter if you look on the last one. It
Cool, I'll
looks
check
pretty
it out.
cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna see. I forgot what was on there, but come on, motherfucker. The hell? I just gotta find you. But yeah, it's some
Armor ones.
crazy shitbird. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, here we. So I was talking about Married with Children. So I got the Married with Children cartoons. Uh,
Sweet.
Cocaine Bear.
Hell yeah.
So I got I have
I haven't
Cocaine.
seen that yet.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen it either. I don't know if I don't know if you can see this from.
Oh,
Oh no, it's kind
Oh
of
yeah.
blurred. Yeah, it's kind of blurred though the way it looks. But I have like Kang, like the Ant-Man and Wasp movie with the Kang. I don't know if you follow like the Marvel thing or not,
Yeah,
but
the new one that just came out.
yeah. So I had like the Cocaine Bear,
I
we
haven't seen
call it, like mixed in with their poster, so it looks like it's part of the movie.
let me tell you something about Robert Murdoch
it. Okay.
or whoever the fuck this guy is.
Oh
Oh,
man. Okay. I gotta go.
all right.
All right.
Dre, it was great seeing you.
So
Thanks for letting me
everybody
crash.
follow. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. So everybody follow Trash Panda. Tell me where you can find you at. What's next in your agenda.
Well, you can find brand new episodes of Trash Panda Podcast every week on all of the places that you can listen to podcasts on, like Apple and Spotify and Good Pods and Podchaser and all that shit. You can also find us on Twitter at Trash Panda Pod Mo, and on Instagram at Trash Panda Podcast STL. You can find me. I have my own Twitter, and at fuck, I don't remember that. I think it's like at TTP Colin. And then we're gonna release some episodes called We Want to Talk About Wrestling, which is my wrestling podcast, which I need to probably have you on because you're an expert on the Undertaker. But that is where you can find us all over the place.
Yeah. And then we also have to mention that Carrie's a Dick Tail
Yeah, she's
podcast.
not out here to shameless plug herself.
No, but we
So
could no, but also she's part of it a little bit, and we just we'll put it in there,
yeah, plug
and
her up.
yeah, we'll plug her into that, and
Dick Tales is fucking hilarious. It's a very, very funny ass dating podcast.
yeah.
There, I plugged it. It's fucking fun.
But as she mentioned before, is she's gonna have some new stuff probably down the line, but you have to soon and wait, see what happens. So
Her last episode, I think that she just recorded was with Gots.
yeah, because I seen it on Twitter.
No, it's not released yet. She's gonna release that at some point.
No,
So
I know
when
we
you
could,
need-
because I know you guys were doing it, but
yeah,
that
because
was
I
that.
posted that shit on Instagram.
So, and I'm gonna go and have some ramen noodles.
Fuck yeah, son. I've been eating the sandwich trying not to throw up.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, thank you for having us on. And Gots isn't here, but I'm sure he would say the same.
Oh yeah,
Gotta
no,
get that
definitely.
blue.
He's probably at some convenient bar right about now.
Yep. All right, man. Well, thanks, man. I'll talk to you
Yeah, man. Take it easy. Have a good night.
later.